a really painful one, actually. What happened this afternoon?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough from us. It's hard to tell exactly now. We need some time to analyze it, but yeah, it wasn't good enough, the performance, and should have done better. But now it's time to stick together even more and to just keep working, keep being together, and bounce back.
Up until 1-0, though, the performance did seem good enough. Would you agree with that? And if so, what happened from that point on?
Yeah, the first half, I think we were the better team. We scored a goal and had control of the game, but we had a lot of giveaways in the game that created a few dangerous moments, and then second half I think the momentum changed a bit. Yeah, we managed to get the 2-2 there, and then could have pushed on to win it, but then they scored straight away. So yeah, overall not good enough from us, but as I said, time to stick together, time to work even harder and push each other even more, and bounce back.
I know you've not had long, but what have you said amongst yourselves?
Yeah, just what I said now. Now is the time to be together. It was never going to be easy in this league, and we know that. And now is the time to be really strong and together and keep working and just bounce back straight away.
Did today, within the changing room, on the pitch, from the stands as well, did it feel tense? Did it feel nervous? And was that an explanation for the performance not being good enough?
No, I didn't think so. I thought we were well prepared for the game. We started the game strong, as we talked about, and then second half the momentum changed a bit, and they have quality players, so I don't think that was a factor, but the performance definitely should have been better from us, and we have to look at that and make sure we take the lessons and, as I said, really stick together now and keep working and bounce back.
When you say the performance should have been better, not good enough, in what ways would you say?
I think first off, especially, we had a lot of giveaways that gave them some dangerous counters, and we know the quality they have, when they get the space to run. In the second half, I think there was a lot of duels that they won and gave them the momentum of the game and let them run and let them attack us, and we never really managed to get into that rhythm, of creating chances, creating attacks and getting that momentum, So I think there's a lot of factors in the game, but yeah, definitely that's a few of them.
Is how you react to this now going to be absolutely massive for your season?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, it was never going to be easy, and we know that in this league every game is a big challenge and a big test, and this is also part of football. And as I said, now it's time to really be together and to work harder than ever, and we're still top of the league, so yeah, we have to keep going, and as I said, bounce back straight away. That's the only medicine.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Glum faces in that Arsenal dressing room, no doubt, but yes, they are still top of the table. They've got a 4-point cushion on Manchester City and Aston Villa, even after going 3 without a victory. He said stick together, I think, several times, Patrick, in that interview. Beyond that, what do Arsenal need to do now?
They still to go back to the basics, play with freedom and express themselves and going forward. I think the strength of this team is to create chances and to score goals. Especially when they're at home, they are quite really aggressive with the ball. Some of the players need to perform as well as their best. I think there was too many players who didn't perform today. There was a must-win games for them because it was important to send the message to say that we want to win, and our performance show and send the message to the rest of the teams in the league.
Who didn't perform, Patrick, do you think?
I think Saka was too quiet. I think he's one of the, if not the best offensive players, and big games like that, you expect him to take the team and to perform. Trossard is an important player as well, but he didn't perform. Up front, I think Jesus ran a lot, spent a lot of energy, but you want him to be more focused and to be more inside the box. In the midfield, I think the only one was Declan Rice. You can see that he's winning balls, winning the 1v1, he brings a lot of energy, but there were too many players who play below their level, and when he's against United, it became really difficult to get a result.
Can I share one about Ødegaard? I love him as a player. I love watching him. I love his touch, his technique, all those things. But sometimes he comes and gets the ball on the opposite side of the line. So instead of this side, in the pocket, between the lines, defensive and midfield, he's dropping a little bit too deep, playing a little bit safe. Is that fair?
I think it's fair. I think Ødegaard is one of the technical leader of the team because of his technical ability and his vision and the quality of the last pass. I would like to see him a little bit more higher, to play more in between the lines and to receive the ball more in between the lines and to try to make his first touch going forward. I think at times he plays a little bit too safe, he's coming too close to the back four, and I think you need those kind of creativity more higher on the pitch and to be more between the opposite line.
We're just really getting started in terms of our review of what we've seen here at the Emirates this afternoon. We'll get much more on Arsenal.
What are your emotions after that?
Well, first of all, you have to congratulate Man United for the victory. It happened in a really strange way, to be fair, because we were very dominant in the first half an hour, scored a goal, had another 2 brilliant chances to score, and then we gave them the goal, which is very unusual from our side, and that changes and shifted the momentum and the energy a little bit. After that, we dropped the standards, especially with things that we have to do much better with the ball, and the game wasn't in that much control. And then they had 2 magic moments. I mean, the 2 goals that they scored from Dorku and Cunha, credit to them, because in big games you need those moments. And we were carrying a little bit of that negativity a little bit and the lack of fluidity that we needed. But we made the changes, we created some momentum, scored the 2-2, and you could feel game on. Everything changed immediately. The next action on is 1-against-1 in the 6-yard box. We expect, okay, something's we're gonna get from there. It goes to a goal kick, they close the structure, 1 long ball, 1 pass, and Cunha scores and changes again the momentum and the shift of the ball. So a really painful one. But it's now time to be very, very close to those players that are giving us so much joy, performances, and it's time to be very, very close to them and support them, because we all want to win.
So from 1-0, and as you say, control of the match, I don't think anyone would dispute that. Can you tell us in what areas the standards dropped?
Well, especially with the ball, with simple things. Every time we regain the ball, what we did with that ball after regaining it, certain clearances that stretch us on the pitch. And it's a team that the moment they have a space and the ball lands, especially to certain players, they are very dangerous, and we knew that. So yeah, we have to learn from it. Defeats are part of winning, and you have to take them like this, because they need to be reminded how good they are.
Is that almost your message to the supporters as much as anything? The players need you now.
I don't have to do that, because they know. We need them in any moment is when we don't win. After it's easy, but when we draw or when we don't win or lose a game, that's the moment that we have to show really the togetherness, the unity, the energy that we're going to put it to get where we want. And defeats are part of that for us and for any team.
Do you think from 1-0 it got tentative, it got nervous? Do you think was it the weight of what you're trying to achieve that affected maybe the atmosphere and certainly the performance?
I wouldn't use that word, because I mean, we played in Stamford Bridge in the semi-final. We were brilliant against Inter, one of the best teams in Europe. We were brilliant, but sometimes you don't have that day, and we don't have that day. We have to do the simple things much better than we've done today. And on top of that, when you look at the goals and the goal that Dorku scored from there, with that angle, someone chasing the top corner, because the only place he can put it, sometimes you have to give credit to the opponent as well.
Yeah, obviously we can, over my shoulder right now, you can see that second goal. Yeah. Handball?
I haven't looked at it. It's fine. It's gone, and we can do nothing about it.
Do you think how you react to this as a team, maybe even as a club, is going to define if you have the season you want to have and achieve what you want to achieve?
But we have to do what especially the players deserve, which is to be very close to them and remind them every day how good they are and how much joy we have in next to them. And that's exactly that. And I take responsibility for everything, and we move on, and in 3 days we have another game.
Is there anything, I mean, maybe you don't think they need this, but do you feel like they need freeing up, and is there anything you can do to help them with that, whether it's tactical or whether it's emotional?
I don't think so. I think they're free. I mean, 3 days ago, how free and fluent they looked in Milan, it was unbelievable. So no excuses. We accept the defeat, you congratulate the opponent, and we move forward.
Still top of the league.
Thank you.
As if he needed reminding, but the gap is down to 4 points. The reunion is complete, Patrick. We brought Gary Neville in from the cold as well.
He only comes in when United win.
I don't. I've come in to see them wellies.
That's a really interesting. There they are.
I'm not taking style tip from you guys. We've drawn a line there.
That's a really interesting question that Mikel Arteta's raised there, because he said it himself that the team has been congratulated for their fluency in attack just a few days ago, beating one of the best teams in Italy, if not the best. And then we saw that today. Why? Why have we seen such a difference?
I think, like he mentioned it, I think you have to give a credit to United. I think they had a day where they didn't perform. Then you need to analyse the game and try to understand why. But
does it not come down to the approach, though, that is set from the start, Patrick?
I don't know if it's the approach. I don't know if the fact that they are in the top of the league and it's important for them not to lose the game, and maybe they stop playing the game to win the game. I felt that they are less aggressive going forward. There is a less energy in the team, and I think that is the change that I saw from Arsenal. But they're still top of the table. They still have 4 points clear. So it's important for them to stay calm, to stay composed, and to go back to basics. And go back to basic is like approaching the games, being on the field, and try to win games. Play to win the games. And you can lose games, but I think the disappointment today is that they didn't perform. They didn't play at the level that we all know they can do. So that is, I think, the frustration from myself, and I think from the manager as well.
Patrick said at half-time that Arsenal need to be braver in the second half, but I don't know if you would feel like that they have to be braver overall. Do you think that they're going to have to change the way they go about things if they are to get over the line, Gary?
I'm torn a little bit, because I think after the Liverpool game earlier on the season, I think I said that they needed to take the handbrake off, because I definitely thought that there were more attacking players on the bench that could have been used. But I think we ask for patterns and combinations, don't we, sometimes in teams? We ask... It gets levelled at Arsenal that they're predictable. But actually, it's what you actually want in the attacks from a good team. So you can almost, when City are playing really well under Pep Guardiola, or any team playing really well, you see repeat patterns and repeat combinations. So you see a lot of what they're going to... You know what Ødegaard's going to do, you know what Saka's going to do, you know what Trossard's going to do, which is a good thing in some ways, but also if it doesn't go well, then you say it's predictable. And there's a bit of that with Arsenal. What I would say is the more instinctive players that they have, like Eze, Martinelli, Madueke, he's gone for the more positional players like Ødegaard, Trossard today, rather than those more instinctive players. And then when they've obviously gone 2-1 down, he's had to bring some of them on. But I would have liked to have seen Martinelli, Madueke and Eze come on all at once and just almost in some ways just go for it. When he made the substitutions, I just thought there was still a little bit of Mourinho coming on, a little bit of Ben White coming on, that I thought, could you just gone a little bit more and sort of just gone full on spontaneity and be a little bit less methodical?
People are starting to talk about the attacking numbers when it comes to Arsenal's forwards, who